Okay, another Gatecrash draft. This is interesting pack. Mugging's definitely good. Vescopa Guild Mage, Knight of Obligation, Wojak Halberdiers, lots of good stuff. I want to take the Ooze Flux. I felt kind of bored by this expansion, and this is definitely like it can be a really good card, but you have to specifically be in a Simic Evolve deck, which if you're not in that, this card is just going to be horrible. Probably won't even make a Ghoul deck. But this is probably not the right pick. The right pick is maybe the Mugging or Knight of Obligation. But I feel like having some fun because that's why I play the game. So that said, let's see. Trying to stay Simic would be taking a Drake-Wing Crassus or a Nimbus Swimmer. Pit Fight also, or Etherize are also good in that deck. The Simic deck really wants like a gajillion creatures though. Although Pit Fight might just be good enough that I should just simply take it. Feel like if I take a creature, I'd probably take the Nimbus Swimmer over the Crassus. The Crassus is pretty damn good too, but this guy's more likely to fill out the top curve, which is a little hard to hit on Simic. Pit Fight's probably just what I should take though. It's okay because I don't have Evolve on any of those guys, so I'll take Pit Fight. Hey, Croconura, that's perfect. Probably not going to wheel much out of this deck, out of this pack, but Croconura's definitely good. So I'm just going to commit to this thing. So my choice here would be Scrap Clan Charger or Key Rune or Sages or Denizen or Verdant Haven. Don't think I want the Key Rune or the Haven. Ramp, not so much. I think Scrap Clan Charger is better than Sages or Denizen. It's more flexible. It'll evolve a little bit better. So I'll go ahead and take that and throw on a cost sort. Not a good pack for me. Hands of Binding is playable in this kind of deck, but it's not ideal. But we'll go ahead and take it. Hope we get a little bit better. Okay, so this is definitely better. Still, fortunately, like this Ooze Flux, if you don't have a bunch of evolved creatures, like at least 8, this card is not playable. But Frilled Oculus is very, very playable. I'll take him over the Charger. Another Oculus. It's not really what I want, but it's definitely very, very playable and good in this deck. Now we got some unplayable stuff. Boy, I'm a little bit worried now because I know I passed some pretty good Simic cards, not by intent. Although, well, I guess I could have taken the Nimbus Swimmer instead of the Pit Fight, but what scares me? I guess the Psychic Strike or the Scorchwalker would probably be the two better cards. I'll cut the Scorchwalker. And we have to get an Adaptive Snapjaw, that's perfectly fine. So I could take a Naturalize for a sideboard, or Last Thoughts, or a Guildgate in case we want to splash something in the red, which we might have to do. We don't want to do it, but we might have to do it. I think that's better because there's this, usually you don't really ever even really want to add in Naturalize unless you're playing Orzhov deck with 1,000 Lashes and stuff. So I'll take the Ghoul Guildgate. And well, good news is the 4 cards here are all in my colors. Bad news is none of them are really playable. Wild Rebirth isn't too bad. It could be playable. I don't really want to, but in worst case scenario, that's not, I'll take the Skybinder Staff. And I'll take it. I'm not going to play these cards. Sure, Bioshift. I'm pretty sure this card's not really actually playable, but I've never actually played it to find out. Maybe we'll find out today. Probably not. Hello, nurse. Well, that's going to be the thing. Hopefully we can wheel another Oculus or a Rust Scarab. Zertos Wine actually would be somewhat playable. Let's go ahead and hide all these 1-drops. And everything else here is playable, if not ideal. Would like to get away from the Wildwood Rebirth and would like to get more evolved creatures, but Prime Speaker's Zangana, definitely good. Definitely a good way to top out your curve. This is not such a great pack. I could take a Greenside Watcher or a Burst of Strength. Part of me almost wants to just cut the Guild Mage, but we're not going to do that yet. These are somewhat playable. Greenside Watcher I don't think is really that good, although we might be wanting to be a little bit rampy with this lovely fellow at the top of our curve. We do have 1 gate already. He's not very good for Evolve, though. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're very evolved. We don't have any. The 1-drop evolvers are the most important ones. We don't have any of those. We don't have any. What's his face? Scrambling Sharks either. I'm gonna take the Burst of Strength. I think people like Greenside Watchers more than Burst of Strength, so I have an option for Burst of Strength now. Mystic Genesis or Drake Ring Crassus. Interesting. Might be kind of rampy if we take the Mystic Genesis. Drake Ring Crassus is pretty good as well. Huh. I think we just need 3 drops more, I guess. I do like me some Mystic Genesis, though. No, I think I'm going to go with the Mystic Genesis. It's more fun. It's more fun. Oh, Cloudfin Raptor. Okay. I was disappointed with this pack. I was like, I'm going to have to take it. Gridlock or Sage's Renewal actually wouldn't be too bad either, but the Cloudfin Raptor, clearly numero uno. Run a Spell Rupture or another Greenside Watcher. I think the Spell Rupture would be a better idea right here. The second Watcher. So we only have 1 gate and I don't even think we're going to run it. Hopefully not. Slaughterhorn is great to have. Yep, Slaughterhorn, happy days. Croconura or an Elusive Crassus. Oh, and it's Guild Gate. I could pass the rest of my picks if I could just take these 4 cards right here. Burst of Strength 2. I think Croconura is the better pick, or Elusive Crassus is pretty good too. No, I think I'll take the Elusive Crassus. Get some evasion going on. Very good sign that these cards are all still available. I'll take the Elusive Crassus. The Croconura might be the better card, but this is definitely the more fun card. Simic Flux Mage, that's also a fun card. It's got Evolve. Alright, feeling pretty good about the way this is coming together. I'll I'll take forced adaptation. Hope not to run it, but you can if you have to. I think I just cut the guild gate here. Way of the Thief is not really anything I would ever want to run anyway. And I don't think anybody wants to run any of these cards except maybe the guild gate. Someone might want the guild gate, so we'll cut it. Alright, this deck's coming together pretty reasonably. So, okay, yeah, that Burst of Strength came around. We'll take that over... We'll take another Spell Rupture, but I like Burst of Strength. It's a combat trick, and you can sneak in some removal that way too with the untap ability in particular. Hinder Vines, sure, we'll take. Martial Glory with 3 cards left, really? That's insane. Hydroform, yeah, don't want to run that. Alright, so I feel pretty good. Want to get some more Evolve guys, some Scramble Sharks, some Experiment 1s, another Cloudfin Raptor. It's gonna have to be the pick. Boy, I hope I don't play the guy who's got that. This is something you want to add the Naturalize for, this Assemble the Legion. So I can just take over games if you can't beat them real quick. But happy to open the second Cloudfin Raptor. Sapphire Drake or... let's see. Yeah. Sage's Rodenizen or Sapphire Drake. I feel okay about we've got enough 3-drops. We can go ahead and take this guy. He's super fun when you play turn 5 Adaptive Snapjaw, turn 6 Sapphire Drake. You got a 7 power flyer that will end games pretty quickly. So this is not really my pack. I guess I'll take a Totally Lost. Let's go ahead and hide the Guild Gate. I'm not going to do that. Put in Totally Lost. So we're up to 23 playables, so we can start cutting stuff. Oh, I was like, I don't want another 5-drop, and then I saw the Croconura, so we're good. Yeah, we're good to take a Croconura. Alright, so how much Evolve do we have? We've got a fair bit. I'd like to get a little bit more. Rapid Hybridization is definitely going to make the deck. Yeah, sure, that's the pick. I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting stuff. Hide that. And the Hinder Vines, I don't think is really what we want to do. Oh, it could be a pretty nice combat trick, and it's kind of a fun card. But I think we cut her... I'm going to cut the Wildwood Rebirth first. Yeah, especially if we don't really have that much Blood Rushers we can recycle with that. So probably the next thing we cut would be the Hinder Vines, and then we'd have Hinder Vines and Hands of Binding we want to cut. So you can cut the Hinder Vines and Hands of Binding for a 2-drop and a 3-drop creature. That's probably good for us. Armored Transport's not what this deck does. I'll take another Burst of Strength. Not sure whether I should would like that over Hinder Vines or not. I'll take a Verdant Haven, I guess. Probably won't run it. We do have some stuff on the top end, but not a whole lot, so we can go ahead and hide that. Just want a couple more playables, guys. Just want a couple more. Ooh, this is a low creature count for a Simic deck, although This is essentially a creature. Yeah. We might put that Wildwood Rebirth back in just so we kind of up the creature count. Not going to run another one, and Shadow Slash could be kind of nasty against us. Could be. Probably wouldn't be. Voidwalk, that's a fun card. We don't want it in our deck, though. You could cut a Dutiful Thrall or take the Voidwalk. Voidwalk works well with Prime Speaker Zagana. No, but I'll just take it. Oh, just not going to get those extra playables, so we're going to have to play something like this. Something pretty close to this. Take that. Maybe there's someone we want to run this against. Probably not. We're just gonna stock up on guild gates and make everybody else run awkward decks. Hey, naturalize for the sideboard. That's pretty good. Bioshift. Oh, Bioshift. Alright, so yeah, no Scramble Sharks is not good. I don't even think, maybe we passed one of them, but certainly not much more than that. We're gonna have to take a look at whether or not we really have enough Evolve to run an Ooze Flux or not. I think we're kind of on the borderline. Probably gonna edge towards no, but we'll see. That gets in, that's in. Put that in to begin with. Alright, so there's 23 cards. Let's take a look at this. It's a reasonable curve. Not sure if I want the second burst of strength. Let's go ahead and separate out spells from creatures. So we're definitely light on creatures. We were probably getting cut, although we did end up with some pretty nice stuff. Let's see, what could we potentially add? I don't think we have any creatures in the sideboard. So 14 creatures is going to be the count, unfortunately. It's kind of a 15, but this is definitely not what you want. From a Simic deck, you want 18, 19, 20 creatures. So our evolve count is we've got 4 creatures on the 3-drop, 2 on the 1-drop, and 1 more on the 5-drop. That's 7 evolved creatures, which probably isn't really enough to justify Ooze Flux. I think we might actually want to run the Hindervines, though Ooze Flux at least allows us to get more creatures out. We do have some other, there's not that many. He can kind of keep stuff going. We didn't get it in a Sage's or whatever the green dim is in. It puts out more +1/+1 counters. 7 evolved creatures enough? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do it just because I haven't had the chance to do it before. But part of me just says it would be better just to run another burst of strength. I cut one of the bursts of strength. So maybe we should, I don't know. Hands of Binding. No, we do have 2 Cloudfin Raptors. Really wish we had some more 2-drops to reliably evolve the Cloudfin Raptors. Yeah. I guess if I could have traded out the Spell Rupture and a Hinder Vines for a Scramble Shark, or actually for 2 Scramble Sharks, that would have been super sweet. But ifs and buts, nuts, nuts, nuts. And we did not get any of those Simic Guild Gates that were going around. Instead, we stole other people's Guild Gates that we're not going to run in the deck, so we don't have any ramp. But I think we just need a creature, even if it's a 2/1. Just like a vanilla 2/1. He evolves Cloudfin Raptors, Elusive Crap. Yeah, actually, he evolves the majority of our deck. He evolves 5 or 6 out of 7 evolved creatures. So, all right. So let's look at. I think we want to be slightly heavier on the blue. Probably just 9 islands. So let's look at that. Yeah, 9 islands. 8 forests. That's probably what it's going to suggest. Yeah, kind of. Not really. Close enough. Alright, so this is how we're going to run it, and we'll actually submit the deck and do everything right. So I will see you guys in round number 1.